from the House are all part of the effort to guarantee procedural legitimacy and to uphold constitutional standards. These certification procedures should not be seen as traps or measures to impede, but these certification processes help prevent any legal impediment or challenges or technicalities that could undermine the impeachment process once it starts rolling, and to uphold the proceedings' integrity. So, the disrespect for or attempts to undermine the impeachment court processes threaten the independence and credibility of the court and jeopardizes public trust on the process itself. We therefore encourage the public and all involved parties to participate constructively and respectfully in the legal discussions without insinuating any malice on the court. So we will be able to take questions po.
Sir, actually, yun din yung tanong ko. Pero basically, yung sabi ni Attorney Congressman Jokno, no, if Congress will designate prosecutors to the panel, that is already a very clear indication that they want to proceed with the case. So parang wala nang need for another certification communicating that they want to pursue and they want to pursue the impeachment trial.
Actually, yung pag-authorize ng mga House prosecutors, no, pagbibigay ng authority, I think it will also be contained in a resolution because, as you know, the Congress is a collegial body and it can only act collegially through its parliamentary procedures, such as passing of a resolution or a bill. So I think since there's already going to be that process of authorizing the prosecutors, so magandang isabay na lang rin po yung resolution na yon. At pwede naman nakalakip yun doon sa isang resolution lang.
Pero ang sinasabi po ni Congressman Jokno, the fact na mag-e-elect sila ng prosecutors, hindi raw ba enough na yon na communication na gusto nilang ituloy yung impeachment trial po at hindi na kailangan ng hiwalay na certification?
Well, if that is the position po of the House prosecutors, then we will just await whatever filing that they will make in due time once they convene the 20th Congress.
But as far as you're concerned, attorney, hindi enough yung pag-elect po na ng prosecutors. Kailangan maghiwalay na communication na nagsasabing gusto namin ituloy itong impeachment trial na to.
Well, the question should be asked again, how will that election or authorization of the House prosecutors will happen? Paano sila ma-authorize? In what kind of action? Is it just a letter from the speaker, or is it a formal authorization coming from the plenary of Congress itself? So wala naman tayong question na gagawin yon at naniniwala tayo sa kakayanan naman ng House of Representatives at sinabi na rin naman na ng Speaker of the House na they will comply. So I don't see any problem in na pagsabayin na yon, no?
Sir, follow up lang po.
Sorry, sir, wait the rest.
Sorry. Sir, follow up lang doon sa yung sa prosecutors. Kailangan pa ba talaga ng plenary action? Kailangan pa aprobahan ng House plenary yung mga prosecutors na papalit?
Well, because nga collegial body ang Congress, no, how do they actually authorize somebody? No, like for example, in a corporation, kapag corporation yan, para yung isang tao ay ma-authorize to represent the corporation, then the board of directors has to come up with a board resolution and the corporate secretary will have to come up with a secretary certificate. So, in any collegial body, ganun po may memorialize yung authority to be given to any person. So, as a collegial body, Congress as a collegial body is expected to also do the same. So, ako po, basic lang naman po yun, no? Kung meron pong other way na gagawin po sila, then tingnan na lang po natin kung ano po yung ipapasa nila and then let the impeachment court decide on the sufficiency of their compliance or submissions.
Sir, si Senator Risa Ontiveros po parang nananawagan na kailangan na pong manumpa na raw yung mga bagong senador sa 20th Congress. May we get your comment lang?
Highlight lang po natin, no, na as of today po, 6 out of the 11 major steps outlined in the procedural framework or that accounts for 55% of the entire process has already been accomplished by the impeachment court. Kung makikita nyo rin po doon, no, sa proseso na yon, nandoon yung pag-swear in ng ating mga senator judges. So, yung call po for swearing in of the senator judges will need to depend on the existence of a presiding officer or a Senate President. Kasi po, ang senator judges will have to take their oath before the presiding officer. And as you know po, if one Congress adjourns and another begins, the Senate President, no, is going to be elected or re-elected again. So, kailangan po natin hintayin kung kanino pong manunumpa. Ayaw po ng presiding officer na magkaroon ng question doon sa proseso or sa step na yon ng panunumpa na maaari pang ma-question at magkaroon ng legal impediments kapag nagpatuloy na po yung proseso. So gusto ng presiding officer as a matter of prudence and diligence na gawin na lamang po yon kapag nag-elect na po ng Senate President na tumatayong presiding officer ng impeachment court ang 20th Congress.
Sir, hindi ho ba considered continuing yung powers ni SPGs considering hindi naman po nag-expire yung term niya nito?
And that's one school of thought, no? Tama yung school of thought na yan. And there is another school of thought na hindi rin continuing kasi nga may adjournment nga, no? And if you see the parliamentary processes doon sa rules ng Senate as legislative body, ganun na nangyayari sa first day nag-e-elect sila ng Senate President or kino-confirm nila yung election nung nakaupong Senate President. So because of that procedure in the Senate rules, then there might also be another school of thought who would say otherwise, contrary to your school of thought. So yun yung ayaw na nating mapagdebatehan pa pagdating ng convening on July 29. Kasi gusto na nating kung ano na lang yung mga urgent matters na nakahain, katulad ng pag-join ng issues already na sinasabi rin ni Congresswoman De Lima, no, na-joined na yung issues. So, dahil joined na yung issues, then the impeachment court can already proceed and act accordingly based on the next steps in the process.
Sir, so the earliest that the new senator judges can take oath ay July 29, sir, after maka-elect ng July 28, whether or not sa SPGs yun?
Tama po, kasi alam na po naman natin na yung July 28 is just a ceremonial opening of Congress. Medyo busy yung mga senator judges doon at saka yung ating House din. So, only after that maaaring mangyari yon.
Sir.
Medyo clarify ko lang to. Ibig sabihin, sir, balik ako yung sa certification po to proceed, kailangan nilang isubmit plus yung authorization ng bagong mga prosecutors?
Ano po? Yes.
Because so
correct.
Dalawang compliance po, sir?
Yung sa House Prosecute, sabi ko nga, pwede na siguro nilang isabay yun dahil gagawin na rin naman nila isang proseso. So, as a matter of efficiency, then the House may elect whatever they want to do on how to comply with those two processes. Kasi nga yung authority rin ng House Prosecutors ng 19th Congress has already ended when the 19th Congress adjourned. So there needs to be another authorization from the 20th Congress of the new set of House Prosecutors.
Attorney, how will you explain the impeachment court being a continuing body outside of legislative matters and processes when in fact it again requires plenary action para po doon sa pag-reconvene ng court and pag-oath po ng mga senator judges?
Because nakasalalay po yung presiding officer doon sa kung sino yung magiging Senate President. Yun lang yung sagot doon, no? Kung walang ganong proseso, then baka tama rin yung school of thought mo na dapat magpatuloy. Pero kung may mga magsasabi rin sa iyo na school of thought na baka hindi. So para hindi na lang ma-question yun, due diligence and prudence requires the presiding officer not to anymore overstep, no? So that his actions will not be questioned. Kaya kung makikita nyo po ang galaw ng Senate President o ng presiding officer mula Pebrero, napakaingat kasi nga lagi niya sinasabi dito since February, ayaw niya na ng legal hurdles na maiakyat pa sa Supreme Court, etc. Kasi para gusto nating tuloy-tuloy na lang.
Pero Attorney, does that contradict yung perceived na concept that the impeachment court is independent from the legislative process?
That is a good legal theory. Again, hindi natin alam because this is the first time in history na magkakaroon ng crossover o yung proseso mula sa 90th to 20th Congress. So, hindi alam natin kung ano talaga yung sagot dyan sa katanungan mo. Pero kung titingnan mo, we would rather err on the side of safety rather than on the side of questions and doubts.
Attorney, to clarify, right now, walang powers si SP bilang presiding officer of the impeachment court?
That is one school of thought na kino-consider rin ni presiding officer. Another school of thought nga, yung meron pa rin na continuing body. So because of the precarious situation na kailangan mag-elect ang 20th Congress, so iniisip na lang ni SP para wala ng legal question, then wag na muna. Hintayin na lang natin yung 20th Congress na maipanganak at mag-convene.
Attorney, to clarify, right now, walang powers si SP bilang presiding officer of the impeachment court?
That is one school of thought na kino-consider rin ni presiding officer. Another school of thought nga, yung meron pa rin na continuing body. So because of the precarious situation na kailangan mag-elect ang 20th Congress, so iniisip na lang ni SP para wala ng legal question, then wag na muna. Hintayin na lang natin yung 20th Congress na maipanganak at mag-convene.
So, bali, yung stand po ng impeachment court sa ngayon, wala dun sa dalawang yun? Hindi po namimili yung impeachment court dun sa dalawang schools of thought? For now?
More of doon sa school of thought na base sa Senate rules nga, no, consistent with the Senate rules as a legislative body, it is trying to balance that at dahil nga kailangan mag-elect ng Senate President, malamang yung presiding officer din mawawalan ng kapangyarihan. So yun. So it is the safest position as of now because it has a basis in the Senate legislative rules.
Attorney.
However, sabi ko nga sa inyo, no, this is an ongoing conversation with the public. So lahat naman po ng senator judges, no, whether they like it or not, nakikinig naman po yan at nagmamonitor po. So lahat po ng mga legal theories, lahat ng mga comments and opinions ng iba't ibang mga abogado at saka mga constitutionalists, kino-consider naman po yan. So if the people will be able to proffer persuasive argument towards the convening or swearing in earlier, siguro baka makonsider yun. But as of now, the presiding officer would like to err on the side of safety and consistent with the spirit behind the Senate legislative rules.
Attorney, following your arguments on Dexter po, dun sa pag-required din sa House of Representatives, hindi ba imperative din sa impeachment court to issue na panibagong summon dahil nasa 20th Congress na sila at 19th Congress yun na napadala ng summon sa Vice President?
Kung makikita niyo po yung galaw po ng yung galaw po ng impeachment court ay patuloy. So kung medyo may pagdududa ba kayo kung continuing body ba o hindi, the position taken is it is actually a continuing body kasi nga may summons po and we recognize the submissions from the previous Congress. However, meron pa nga pong mga question kung sino po ba yung presiding officer ngayon? Si Senate President pa ba? Dahil nag-adjourn na yung 19th Congress or patuloy pa rin ba siya? So on that question alone, mako-connect mo yung summons na yan. Kung makikita niyo yung summons ni Vice President Sara Duterte, nakalagay doon na sagutin niya articles of impeachment. Pero isa rin sa nakapaloob sa summons usually ay na mag-appear yung nasasakdal before the impeachment court. And when you look at the body or the wording of the summons, walang nakalagay na specific date doon at a set date and time na isiset ng impeachment court. So, ngayon, doon sa next step natin, makikita yung step 7, appearance of the Vice President Duterte. Paano ngayon malalaman ni Vice President Duterte na kailangan niya mag-appear? Kung 29 ba siya? 30 ba siya mag-a-appear? Hindi nga alam eh. So, malamang sa malamang, isa po yan sa gagawin po ng impeachment court kapag nag-convene na po ito ng sa susunod na session nito.
So,
Ang issue po for the Vice President to appear at a certain date and time.
So makakapaglabas lang po ng bagong calendar kapag
Tama po. Kapag nakapag-convene na po. At saka kapag nakakomply na po. Kasi naka-hinge po yung convening ng impeachment court doon din po sa certification from the House of Representatives.
So, attorney, ibig sabihin po, dependent pa rin po yung calendar ng impeachment trial sa schedule po ng mga legislative processes, like po sa 28-29 yung start po ng sessions?
Hindi ko magets yung yung tanong.
Kung dependent pa rin po yung schedule ng calendar trial dun sa magiging schedule po ng mga sessions sa legislative processes basically, kasi sa 28 pa po mag-resume yung or mag-start po yung mga sessions. So nakadepende ito po doon kung kailan po siya.
Lagi yung tatandaan, dalawang hats ang sinusuot ng Senado. So kapag nagkaroon ng plenary session sa 29, then maaaring magkaroon doon ng pag-uusap. May isang senator judge o senador na tatayo doon para mag-move ng convening again ng impeachment court. Kasi as of now nga walang date na nakaset tayo doon sa 19th Congress nung June 10 na at June 11 na session. So walang nakaset na date. So I think there will be a movement on the floor of the Senate based on the Senate rules para mag-convene po yung Senate impeachment court either on the afternoon po or sa another day.
Pero attorney, from now until July 27, hindi pwedeng, kasi parang in the past press conferences po sinasabi, kapag may isang senator judge na mag-request na magko-convene yung impeachment court. Pero dahil alanganin kung may presiding officer o wala, so can we say walang convening na reconvene na mangyayari from now until 27?
Actually, bigger than that issue is the compliance. Kung makikita nyo po, yung order po ng impeachment court nung June 10 ay conditional po yung pag-set ulit po ng convening doon sa compliance po ng House of Representatives doon sa second order. At saka yung sinasabi ni presiding officer and Senate President na hindi po sila pwede mag-convene kung wala pa pong communication from the House kung sino yung House prosecutors. Kasi gusto po nila na magkaroon na ng appearances doon yung House prosecutors at yung defense. Kaya po hinihintay po ng impeachment court as a condition sine qua non na ma-comply po ng House po yun. Yung po yung import ng second order po.
Sir, sorry. Paano kung walang compliance, hindi magko-convene or ma-delay ulit yung pag-convene, hindi mangyayaring July 29? If lang naman, sir, scenario lang to. If by July 29 walang compliance, so walang kasigurohang magko-convene by 29?
Nako, hindi ko masasagot yan, no? Kasi hindi ako senator judge, hindi ako senador. But that is in the realm of possibility, siguro. Pero, of course, sa action ba ng impeachment court, yung ba yung gustong mangyari? Parang lahat ng steps nga, 55% na accomplish na eh. So, if you look at the intent of the impeachment court wants this process to already roll. And the compliances, the certifications will ensure that there is no more question or any legal impediment once the impeachment court convenes. It actually gives the House of Representatives the power to already decide na tuloy-tuloy na tayo kapag nag-comply yung House doon sa appointment ng House prosecutors at saka yung second order na yun for certification.
Dependent yung pagko-convene sa compliance?
Yun po ang order po na ng June 10. Kung makikita nyo po,
Ano ang implication po kung hindi sila mag-comply?
alin po?
Yung hindi mag-comply, yung second order, yung
I
House.
cannot hazard a guess. Hindi ko, kasi gusto mong patunguhan ko kung magko-contempt ba o hindi. No, yun yung gusto mong lumabas sa akin. Hindi ko masasagot yan. Kasi hindi nga ako senator judge and depende na lang yan kung anong move nung both parties, no? They are open, they are free naman to file whatever motion they want to file with the impeachment court and let the impeachment court decide on the matter.
Attorney, required din sila mag-submit ng listahan ng mga bagong prosecutors, right? Kailan may deadline ba yan?
Yes, walang deadline po. Because ayaw naman natin limitahan yung schedule at kapangyarihan ng House of Representatives. But the impeachment court is hopeful and is also happy na nung last day ng Congress ay nagpahayag yung Speaker of the House na they are going to comply with the 2 certifications, which they already did dun sa una.
Sir, do we have an assurance na, just for example, mapalitan yung Senate President, mapapalitan ang presiding officer, that whatever yung mga na-accomplish na po during the 19th Congress makikarry over? Or pwede po ba yun rin ng kung magkakaroon ng bagong presiding officer?
That is in the realm of possibilities, no? Pwede o pwedeng hindi. Hindi ko masasagot po 'yan ng definite dahil hindi ko kayang makita kung ano yung magiging future diyan.
So, attorney, tama po ba na wala pong pwedeng gawin and walang gagawin si SP right now as presiding officer unless he is re-elected as Senate President? Between now and until the time, wala po siyang pwedeng action na gawin bilang presiding officer ng impeachment court?
Well, as of today, I think ganun yung and as based on the pronouncements of the Senate President himself during his press con last week, I think that is the policy that he is taking for the meantime. However, in the next few weeks, hindi natin alam. We cannot second guess kung ano yung baka may makapag-persuade sa kanya. So hindi ko alam.
Okay.
Kahit motu proprio po.
Alin po?
Same po yung na-mention SP last
Na ano po?
press po. Yung motu proprio na pagkukonfirm.
Moto proprio ang pagko-convene. Ayaw nyo nga ng moto proprio na dismissal Tapos ngayon gusto nyo moto proprio na convene. Nakuha nyo. I mean, the Senate President is respecting each of the senator judges. He is respecting the collegial body, which is the Senate. That's why, as much as possible, he acts together with the College of the Impeachment Court.
So, Attorney,
Kaya ganon din po yung nakita ninyo yung June 10, di ba? Marami nagsasabi dapat nagko-caucus, di ba? Pero ayaw ni SP, gusto niyang doon mag-deliberate for everything to be transparent and visible to the public. While it can happen na pwede naman nilang mag-caucus, pero I don't think that's the policy of the presiding officer because he wants the public na makita lahat ng mga nangyayari in front of the cameras.
just to clarify lang po, Attorney, SP Cheese remains to be the presiding officer of the impeachment court currently.
Yes, because as a matter of holdover principle, ganun po yun. Hanggat walang, katulad din ng Senate President, as a matter of holdover, dahil wala pang convening at wala pang official election of the new Senate President, then he remains to be a Senate President on a holdover capacity po.
Attorney, so kung may isang senator judge na mag-request na mag-request, walang pwedeng mangyari?
Sabi ko nga po, the Senate is a collegial body, hindi... So, baka po kung isa, I don't think na mapagbobotohan po yun. So, alam naman po natin, official actions of the Senate as a collegial body only happens in the plenary, on the floor, at kailangan nakalagay po sa order of business din po, no? Yun naman po yung sa Senate rules.
Okay na mga beshi.
Ay, may tanong pa po.
I'd like to follow up on one of the questions kanina. So, to be clear, walang convening of the impeachment court until the 20th Congress opens. Kasi yung order ng Senate to the House is mag-designate sila ng prosecutors. Pero, you can also say...
And
kasi,
mag-comply dun sa certification na second, na pwedeng na ipagpapatuloy ng
but
House.
can the House do that even without having their own plenary session?
I don't know. You have to ask the House about it, no? I don't know how they will do it. I don't know what's their action going to be. However, for the meantime na nagwa-wait po tayo, no, ng any action, hindi naman po sinabi yun na tumitigil po ang proseso. Kasi pwede naman pong aralin na ng magkabilang panig ng mga litigants yung kanilang mga modes of discovery. Pwede naman pong mag-avail na sila nun, mag-send ng written interrogatories para mapatawag yung adverse party witness. So, dapat yun po yung pinaghahandaan. And I think those things can be filed even before the convening of the impeachment court. Kasi po, para pagdating po ng convening on the 29th onwards, ay matakal na po kagad yun. So, yun yung kailangan na mangyari po. Sabi ko nga po, ang impeachment court po passive. Maghihintay lang po yan sa submissions ng both parties. So ngayon po, the active participation of the litigants should be the one that is encouraged.
Sorry sir, kasi it is just now that we are hearing na yung powers po ni SP as presiding officer ay basically wala po muna unless ma-re-elect siya. Is it a new position, a
Hindi
new
po,
stance?
hindi yan yung position, hindi yung walang power, no? Well, hindi ko sinasabing walang power. Ang sinasabi ko nga po may power, may holdover capacity nga po. Pero nga may maaaring ma-question siya na bakit ka bakit ka nagsuswear in? Diba? Nakalagay sa rules natin, mag-e-elect muna tayo ng Senate President.
Okay.
So, ayaw niyang mangyari yun na ma-question siya. And since wala pa rin naman yung compliance, kahit mag-swear in yung mga judges ngayon, wala rin namang mangyayari. Kasi wala namang convening pa ng impeachment court. Kasi nga, we have to wait for the certification or the compliance to the second order of the impeachment court bago po mag-convene yung impeachment court.
Attorney, what
So,
if...
ang
So
ginagawa
it's a
po
matter
ngayon
of
is
being pragmatic.
erring on the side of caution talaga.
Correct.
Is that a parang bagong stance or pronouncement po ni SP? I mean, kailan po ba niya ito ibinaba?
I think he has always been consistent since February. That's why nung sinasabi ninyo na i-convene yung impeachment court habang naka-recess yung Senate, hindi naman ginawa ni Senate President yun because he was erring on the side of caution. Anong sinasabi niya paulit-ulit dito sa sa press con niya? Sinasabi niya, 'di ba, ayaw niyang ma-question at umabot pa, magkaroon pa ng another case for prohibition sa Supreme Court. Nakuha niyo? Kaya nga ganun yung nangyaring dates And he was crucified for it because of him erring on the side of caution. Diba? So,
Attorney, what
So, ganun po.
what if makapag-comply ang House dun sa second requirement bago mag-open ang session, regular session?
At 20th Congress po So, paano po sila magko-comply? So, I don't know kung paano po sila magko-comply without convening the 20th Congress. So, maybe you can ask the House po how they will be able to do that.
Okay na guys. Thank you sir. Okay kami. Salamat.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Marami na kayong soundbite.